welcome back to Daytime. March break is just around the corner, and some of us don't want to be outside too long. So we've got Marcia McCrory here from the Noise on Toys, and she's gonna give us some great toys for boredom busting this March break, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're always here with some great toys. I love getting some new toy ideas. We have game night at our home, and so maybe you can go through a little bit of the toys that you brought here.
Well, depending on your kids' ages, we do have one game packet. So this has 10 double-sided game boards that are cardboard laminate, and then you make your game tokens with Play-Doh. There's several colors of Play-Doh.
That's a great idea, isn't it?
And what's nice about it, and plus it has this spinner that is a suction cup in it, so it goes from board to board. Now the thing that's great about it is that for young kids, if you don't know what kind of games they're going to like, you can try out a whole lot of them, and it's a very economical way to sort of introduce them to games.
That's a great idea for traveling too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking if you're on an airplane or if you're a
Absolutely.
long car ride, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's great.
So so this one would be for younger kids.
Yeah, that's for the kindergartners that are on break. Yeah.
Okay, and what do we have over there? I see fuzzies.
This one here.
Yeah.
This is called Fuzzies.
Yeah.
And you make it with the unspun wool, and it comes with enough to make one of them, but you can get more wool and make more.
Okay.
And you basically layer strips of the wool with soapy water, and then you cover it up, and then instead of having to tie knots, they give you these clips, and you throw it in the washing machine, wash it on high, and then you dry it on high heat, and when you open it up, you get a cute little fuzzy.
So you're
isn't that
making
cute?
your own stuffy or fuzzy, as
Yeah.
they call it.
Can the kids do that on their own?
Well, it's in testing right now, but
It
I
is?
would think
Okay.
so. It says for 6+. I probably would. My impression would be to skew it a bit higher than that.
Okay.
The detailing, you can put whatever detailing you want, because when it's done, it sticks. So that, whether you want stripes or whatever.
So it's in testing now.
Yes, it's in a test. Most of these have just gone out to testing homes.
Okay, so talk a little bit about that. I'm curious.
We
Testing
have
homes.
volunteer
How do we become
fam-
a testing home?
We want to test some toys, don't we?
Go to the website, and
Yeah.
there's a form there. You apply for it. But we have families in Ottawa and Toronto, and they come and pick up the toys and take them home, and they keep them for pretty well. Most of them they keep as long as they need them, and then they post their comments directly to the website.
Okay.
And then we take those and pool the results and put up an editor's review.
So do they have specific criteria they're supposed to be assessing, or?
For their testing journals,
Yes.
they post as soon as they've played with it. They start posting their impressions of it. But in the end, there's a long ratings review that's, I think, close to 30 different aspects of the toy that they rate it and comment on it.
Okay.
And so that's not, their comments are directly on the website, but that gets a bit sort of cumbersome to put on the website.
So I would imagine the website is a great resource for if I'm, making my Christmas list or some
Right.
birthday. So
Because
get
it's searchable, so you can search it either by a specific toy that you type in, or by traits, like whether it's for an 8-year-old and whether you want a science toy, and you can also sort of get.
So
an
what
idea
is
of the budget.
popular? Is it a lot of crafting toys, or is it
For what? For March break? Or
Yeah, for March break, or what's new?
These are all brand new. As I
Yeah.
said, we just received them in the last week, so that and they're ones that we picked. We went to Toy Fair, which is in New York, and these are the ones that I thought would be great for March break.
Right.
So with my sort of experience, I've sort of picked them to go into the testing program, and then we're taking a look at them here today as well.
Okay, now the toy fair. That sounds like a lot of fun as well.
Totally fun.
Tell us about that experience.
Okay,
Not
well-
only are you in New York City, but you're at a toy fair.
Yeah, and it's huge. Just at the Javits, it takes up the whole thing, and there's a few off-campus things to go see too. And I don't know the numbers. I think it's 1,100 different exhibitors, but I might be getting my numbers mixed up.
Wow.
But it's like a lot.
So is it all the major toy makers that are there? Is that the
Yeah,
way it
I know,
is?
but everybody. And there's
Okay.
a lot of people from overseas that are there showing their stuff, that they're looking for direct imports. And, of course, you go through Mattel and Hasbro. They're sort of big booths, but just a ton of different manufacturers. And I think it's 11,000 new toys. Or again, I'm not sure off the top of my
So out of all of these new ones, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I
This
think
one?
probably
This one. So what is that?
It's a microscope. It's called the Smart Scope from Ravensburger, and it uses just the camera on your cell phone. So you line up the camera with the
isn't that
hole
great?
here, and this does all the magnifying, and I believe they told me it was 100 times magnification. So basically a good sort of study, and then you focus it, and we don't have it on, but what's the
So you put
magnifying
your sample
image?
where? You put your sample on
You can
that?
put it, there's a little slide, but you can put it here, and then you can this is a petri dish that you could grow stuff on, and you can rotate it around so that it comes under the camera, and the image comes up on your camera. So it's a lot easier, number one, than looking through a viewfinder. But also it's a lot more social. People can sit around and talk about it.
And you can take a snap. You can snap
take a
your,
snap. You absolutely can, and you can email it or
Isn't that great?
post it or whatever.
That's a great one.
So what's the big box that's in front of you there?
This one
Yeah,
here,
that one.
that's this.
Oh,
that's,
okay.
that's the box that goes with this.
Okay.
It's in
That,
front.
I think that is a great one, actually.
it
We
is,
have a
it is.
microscope, and I got it one Christmas for the kids, and I can see this.
Yeah.
getting
This
out.
also has a light source that you can take out and switch it, so it can go from the top down or it can go underneath and up.
Any board games or any games like that are more interactive with
Well,
several
you can make
people?
your own video game.
Okay.
Oh.
This Bloxels here.
Okay.
So what we've got pictured there is a little character that you take a picture in the app and it comes up, and that's the character that goes into your video game.
Okay.
There's all sorts of other things you can control as well in the prepared portion of it, so that you can get up. We did a video game in about 5 minutes time.
So what do you mean? You create the
Whatever picture you want to be your little guy.
Yeah,
This
you
is a
take a
picture
picture
of
of
him
him.
jumping, because you can do it when he's standing still, when he's jumping, and when he's walking.
Okay.
And then the animation does this for you, but you get him looking like he's jumping.
Oh,
now,
wild.
that's at the prepared session. This is this is the box for it.
Okay.
And it's an incredible system, because you can go beyond that and really get deep into programming and changing the physics that you have for your game, like
Oh, wow.
how the balls
Really?
are going to bounce, and just lots of detail on them. But it's nice because you can get a good start up.
that's a great one.
The other sort of electronic-y one we have is this light up, those circuits there.
This one
And yeah, so that's an electrical circuitry kit, and you don't have to deal with the wires or anything, because they're all embedded in the components. They're all attaching magnetically. This also will use an app, so you can make the circuits that way, but the app gives you suggestions of things you can build, so building ideas. And you look at it and you think it looks like it, but it's not working. So then you take a picture of it, and it's quite cool because the screen takes the shapes superimposed over top of it, and then you see the electricity, how it's flowing, and it'll tell you what's wrong with it. And it might be as simple as you've got the poles wrong, so you need to take this and switch it around.
Okay.
So
that.
it's almost like having a built-in minter there.
Toys really are evolving, right?
Yeah.
In our days, it was just dice.
Yeah.
Now you got your phone.
But I love when I see games that use an intelligent,
Yes.
they use the technology that we have in an intelligent way to really enhance the experience.
So Disney on Ice was in town last weekend.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what's this one all about?
That one is an animation studio, so that it's by Wonderforge as well, and it comes with the two figures there, but it comes with a whole slew of other cardboard cutouts to get you started. But you use your iPad, and you take a stop motion animation, so you take pictures in the app, and you take a picture, and then you move the characters just a little bit, and you
isn't
take
that
another one,
great?
you put it together and run a movie. So of course you can use all your own figures as well, and it's licensed. I think there's 8 different movies represented, so there's backgrounds for each of them.
Oh,
Such
that's great.
creative ideas
Oh, yeah,
and fun
yeah,
to have.
yeah.
And then there's this one here.
This
which
is the
look-
pom-pom rug.
Okay.
And so you make, I think it's 110 pom-poms. You have
wow.
4 balls of yarn there, and then you just tie them on, and then you make these rugs that are shown there. So
That's
that's a
great.
good activity as well to keep people busy.
That's a lot of fun. A lot of things to keep the kids busy, because as much as we love game night, sometimes you want the kids to have their own game and you
Yeah,
can do
their
your own
own
work. You
time.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is-
sure.
I also think it's great. March break is a time when you have a lot of unstructured time, and so
I love
sometimes you
that.
want a boredom buster. But the other thing is that kids a lot of times are so programmed that they don't have time to sit down and learn a new hobby like
Right,
felting or make their own video game or
Right.
different things like that. So it's kind of nice.
A lot
This
of
is-
great information.
That's the spray bottle.
That's
for
the
this.
spray bottle thing. So people can visit the website,
Yep.
get some ideas, and get all the info on all of these games and
Absolutely,
more.
yeah.
Thank you so
That's
much for being here,
great.
Marcia.
Thank you.
That's so great. We're going to be back with some more daytime. Stick around.